Thanks, Kenny. A fresh take on Hawaii's history, and that was the Hawaii Pacific University class project that spawned into 3 books written by Professor Bob Segal and his students. The Companies We Keep tells unique stories about our past and the unexpected ways we are all connected. So in honor of Statehood Day, we decided to ask Bob to join us to talk about what life was like in 1959 and some surprising spots that could have been our state capital. Good morning, Bob, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Mahan.
Your book has so many interesting facts, and the Capitol opened 1969, but the location was actually picked in 59, the year of statehood. And we're learning now that one of the locations could have been on Windward, Oahu?
Yes, Harold Kainalulong Castle offered the site that is now HPU's Windward campus free to the city because he wanted to help spur growth on the windward side. So he offered the campus, but it was 20 miles from downtown, and so the committee decided they wanted something closer to town.
Wow, I can't even imagine. There were several locations, and you've got some aerial views of the area where the Capitol is. And so what was it like, the Capitol spot on Beretania Street?
It was filled with buildings. We're looking at Ala Park. That was one of the places that was considered. Also, the Alawai Golf Course is always, one of the places they considered. But there used to be a Shell station on the corner. Here's the Windward campus of HPU. They looked at 20 sites, including Hilo and Lahaina, because the Speaker of the House and the Senate President were from there.
I can't imagine the lawmakers jumping on a plane to go to their meetings.
Well, you know, some states do that, like Albany in New York is far from the population center of Manhattan.
That is amazing. Now, you actually have a wide range of pictures from 1959, and you know, I remember my family, you know, waving the American flag and having the big newspapers back in the day. There was that famous Star Bulletin reporter, or the Star Bulletin newspaper boy with the was it the Star Bulletin of the time? It said statehood.
Chester was his first name. I can't remember his last name offhand.
So what are the other interesting photos that you have of that time?
Well, you know, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is the population of Hawaii was about half of what it is today, and we had 1/30th the tourists that we have today. But we used to go to restaurants such as the Tahitian Lanai. We went to
Tahitian Lanai.
Remember their banana muffins?
Takes you way back.
They were fantastic. We'd shop downtown. Almost all the shopping was in the downtown area until Ala Moana Center opened 52 years ago this week, 8 days before statehood. I've got a picture of the Civic Center here. This is where we went for sporting events such as basketball or wrestling or roller derby. Concerts were held there, conventions were held there, until they built the Blaisdell Center about 3 or 4 years later.
Some favorite eateries back in the day? You've got a picture of that?
Well, like I said, Tahitian Lanai, we used to go to Cow
What's
Cow
this
Corner.
one right here?
This is Columbia Inn. Those are the Kaneshiro brothers. And that was at the top of the boulevard. They originally started in the Chinatown area where the Chinatown Plaza is. We went to the drive-in theater. We went to single theaters. You know, they didn't have multiplexes back then. This was on Kapiolani Boulevard where Dae is. You'd see Duke Kahanamoku everywhere. That's John Burns, who was a delegate to Congress, and Neil Blaisdell on the right.
Wow, some really famous faces. And your book takes a fascinating tour in 1959 and of other ages as well. So Bob Segal, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's great to see you on this Statehood Day. And don't forget, if you'd like to see this interview again, you can go to the morning section of our website, KITV.com, and we'll be right back.